Hi, my name's Jennifer Thomas, and I am here tonight in Burbank, California, April 18th, 2022, with the beautiful Natasha Leonna. Welcome to California.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes. I'm very happy to have this opportunity to ask you a few questions regarding your life as a session girl. And I've always found it fascinating since I started back in 2002, so long ago. But anyways, this interview is sponsored by the maleversusfemale.org forum. And so let's get started. First of all, what are your stats?
My stats?
Yes.
265 pounds and 5.9.
Okay, so you're a very powerful woman.
Yes.
I know not to wrestle you.
No, you are great. You are our goddess, you know that.
Thank you, Natasha. I wanted to know, how often do you win your matches when you do sessions? Do you I'm guessing you win all the time.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard because I had opportunity really to have a real challenge with guys higher than me, heavier than me. So it's really a challenge. But most of the times, and also forgive my English because I'm Brazilian, so sometimes I miss the words. Most of times, of course, I am strong under the guys, and I want to make them fantasies come true. So I know they are willing to have an experience, mm-hmm. and to have a real good challenge, or to feel most of times overwhelmed by a strong woman, mm-hmm. and this is what I really enjoy doing.
Me too.
You know, it's not just like kicking asses and mm-hmm. make them suffer and feel the pain and humiliation. Sometimes it is, of course, if they ask for. But most of times it's just entertainment. It's just having fun together.
Like playful wrestling?
Exactly.
But you're doing your job because you're still dominating them.
Yes.
During that playful wrestling.
Yes, because I really love how I am, mm-hmm. how strong I am. I have a strong personality. Mm-hmm. I have a real, I feel this power inside of me since teenager, you know, and I'm so proud of it. Mm-hmm. And I love dominating men in these different ways. Not only wrestling, but using my body, using techniques, using my strength, but also sensuality, you know?
It's psychological too.
Psychological.
It's not just physical.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. So how did you even get started in doing sessions? Like you mentioned before the interview that you were mistress.
Yes, mistress. Mm-hmm. I discovered this wonderful. Natasha was born in 2009. Natasha Leonna was born there as a dominatrix.
Okay.
And sometimes guys were asking me, like, exactly because of my body, the way I am, the strong personality and woman I am, and they really wanted to feel that domination, not only doing specific things, but really the role play and etc. And then I had an invitation to go to Europe, and they told me a fan was looking on my pictures in Brazil, because unfortunately, I don't know why, in South America the session business are not so popular as we see in America and in Europe and Middle East. But then this guy told me about this business, and I was looking for on the pages Session Girls and WB, and then I was fascinating, and then I bought my flight tickets. Me and a friend, we're supposed to travel together for this first adventure ever to Europe first, and then I just went alone. She quit.
Now, did you know how to wrestle?
Yeah, then I was starting to prepare myself, like just Rock the movie. Rock, you know, Balboa.
Yes.
I tried to. A very intense training, like 3 months before BJJ trainings and ninjutsu trainings, and working out so hard to be really prepared. 3 months like on diet and like this, because domination was okay for me since ever.
Right.
And then when I had this huge experience, it was amazing to feel like, oh my God, there are really guys that enjoy that. And so much, and so fascinating. Sometimes we have, of course, awkward situations or even dangerous situations. My first session ever was a guy I told on the forum that was the scammer, the guy that, it's a very famous bad guy from Paris. The Daniel is the name of this guy. He was my first session ever.
And what happened?
He tried to attack me.
Wow.
He really tried.
Right from the beginning? Was he nice in the beginning?
In the beginning, he seems like an old guy, telling like nothing in English, asking for a little domination. So I was prepared for domination. And then he was only speaking French, and then suddenly he jumped on me on the bed and attacking me here. Then I grabbed because I had ninjutsu classes, trainings. I grabbed him so he could release me, and then I stand. I was just next to the door. Glad I was lucky it was me, because I had a lady was cleaning with the vacuum, so there was someone in the hallway. And then I could open the door and said, "Go away." And then I had like marks here, was bleeding here in me, because he tried really to. And I know that he's a very known person in Paris. He has a team he's the master of a BJJ team in Paris. He's psycho.
Oh, wow. So he's skilled. He knows what he's doing with BJJ,
yes.
But he's crazy.
Crazy.
Wow, I'm sorry you had to go through that. Did that make you question whether you wanted to stay in the business or not? Were you like, I'm out of here?
Was this first session, can you imagine?
That was your first session?
Ever.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
surprised you're here.
I just landed in Paris.
Oh,
he was the first one.
Oh, wow.
On my first trip.
I'm just so happy that you were able to get yourself out of that situation. Like, what do you think would have happened if you didn't throw him off of you?
Yes, I didn't. Actually, I'm here because I didn't have chance to quit. I was there. My first trip, I had all the flight booked, so I didn't have chance to quit.
Now, have you had any other bad experiences, or was that kind of like your one really bad experience? Have you had other bad sessions before? Because I don't know. I feel like say my prayers, because I have never really had any bad experience.
And if you want me to give you after this interview this name of this guy,
it's probably
you can Google. You see his picture.
Okay.
He give interviews, and he is that guy, exactly the same guy. He's like popular in Paris.
Wow.
Yeah. So this was my
popular
worst.
For being an asshole.
So on secret, with foreigners. Because I heard news that with other girls, he tell to them, I know the police, you were here doing your business, you were wrong. If you say something, I will call my friends and you will be in trouble. He used to say things like that.
Like manipulation.
Yes, and
Scare
threatening.
tactics.
Yes. And gladly, he was just the only one I had.
All right, well.
Was a good start, right?
We want this. We want safe and fun sessions.
Yes, please, guys. Please, guys.
So, now, do you prefer? Do you enjoy wrestling men more, or do you enjoy wrestling women? Do you find there to be a big difference when you wrestle a woman versus a man?
Of course, I really prefer to wrestle men.
Me too.
because I feel so comfortable and confident using my strength, my weight, my power. And if I am with a woman, even when I was shooting only, I need to be very careful not to break bones, and you
don't care if you break the man's bones.
No,
but I care about the woman, so I'll be gentle for the woman.
All the gentle, yes, exactly.
Isn't that funny how that works? What is your training background in? You said you were taking some BJJ classes.
BJJ classes and ninjutsu.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Ninjutsu, it's a ninja techniques to release you from hard situations. You just
like self-defense.
Self-defense, yes, and pressure points.
Oh, okay. Do you use that in your sessions?
Only in this first one.
Oh, in the first one where you needed it the most. Thank goodness that you had it.
Yeah.
Wow. Would you recommend any of your friends to the session industry?
If I recommend?
Like, yeah, would you suggest it for your friend? Would you say, "Hey, you should try this out," or
yes,
or would you keep it secret?
No, I don't. Of course, to my family, it's a secret because they would be very worried about me doing this, because they were thinking like, "My God, you were doing sessions inside a room with a stranger. Isn't it then dangerous?" or something like that. And but my friends, I used to say them, they are so curious about this. They were fascinating, but they are, at the same time, they get afraid of, oh, how brave you are to pack your things, take planes all around, pay your bills, because you take the risk.
Yes.
We are not having sponsors for doing that.
Correct.
And maybe things can happen or not, and good things or bad things, like this guy, for example. So I am so proud to be a session girl, and you are our hero.
I never planned to be, but thank you.
You are, really.
Thank
you were
you.
doing a very good job for all of us. You are making the difference for us. Because guys can you make this bridge between us and the guys. Otherwise, how could they find us?
Yeah,
I'm here because of you.
I'm a connector.
Yes,
I connect people.
I am traveling
in more ways than just one.
Yes, we need to thank Jennifer so much. Thank you, Jennifer.
No, thank you. It's been
It's something that's been a part of my life for since 2010, and I've enjoyed every single moment of it. I love like you. I love being a session girl. I love dominating a man. I'm having fun. I'm making money. I get to travel the world. Like, I feel like it's like a treasure chest. Like, I've discovered something so great. And if I'm able to share that with other people, that's what I want to do, because I want them to have all the benefits that I've been experiencing,
Yes.
So yeah, but thank you for saying that. I really appreciate it.
You should write a book. Really.
I have so much on my plate right now. Maybe one of these days. Okay, so I already asked that. What do you find the most challenging about the business?
The challenging.
Yeah, what's the most challenging part?
Well, the challenging part is, for example, when we ask for the guys to make a deposit in advance, for example, we know that some guys are afraid to doing that because bad experiences, but we girls, we really need this support. Otherwise, it would be impossible to have all this money to buy all these flight tickets and book the hotels and pay for your food, your taxi, your Uber, whatever. So first, we need this challenge to really make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
and the backstage. And while we are with a client, we need to be very clear about his expectations, if I am ready to give them. Because, for example, if a guy asks me to do something that I really don't want to, it's not my thing. Sometimes I could do that, but it's not my thing. So I need to respect myself. I really need to enjoy what I am doing.
You have to set your own boundaries.
Yes.
Correct? Yeah.
And respect them. So we need to be very clear in this conversation with the client. Because I really don't want a sad client after the session or upset client after the session ends. I want him like very happy and wanting to see me again as soon as possible. So these two things are the most challenging. And sometimes during trips just like this, that you spend so many days away from your home, away from your life, you stop living your life. You live the beloved ones. You live about everything in your life to be here doing that. So it's really mean a lot for all of us.
Yes, I agree.
And this is the most challenge. We need to be very appreciated for that. The guys need to realize that.
Right, that we're sacrificing a lot to be in this business.
Yes.
In a lot of ways that I don't think many people realize. I mean, I know finding a relationship and having a stable one is literally impossible, so I'm going to be single for the rest of my life or for as long as I do sessions. That's how I feel. Like it's very hard to find a man that will accept me to doing what I do.
Exactly.
And I want to be honest with them. I don't want to keep secret. You know what I mean? Because I'm not ashamed of what I do.
Exactly.
I'm happy with what I do.
Yeah.
But if I can't, so for me personally, it's,
For me too.
I'm single and
I'm single too.
Traveling everywhere. And like you say, it's expensive to pay for flights, pay for hotels. You never know how many sessions might cancel at the last minute. There's a lot of instability in this business.
Yes.
But overall, I feel like if we're consistent and we stick with it, it's very rewarding. Like I always have come out ahead.
Yes.
Even if I've had a bad trip, it's okay because I know the future I'll have a very good trip, and it all works out.
Yeah.
At least for me.
Yeah, for me too.
It all works out, I feel. And there's some girls that don't want to take that leap. They just want to stay in their city. They don't want to pay for their flight. They don't want to put out their own money to go. And I'm like, no, you have to go. You just have to do it because you're losing out.
Yes.
Plus it helps you get exposure. When you're traveling to different cities, you see different people. They leave reviews for you. And now you're gathering a reputation.
Yes.
And I just, like in my mind, the women that travel in this industry are the real session girls. And I'm not saying the girls that stay home are not session girls, but they're just at a different level. They're on a different part of the plate.
We are brave here.
Yeah.
We are warriors.
We take chances.
Yes.
What is now in a session? Now, first of all, because you are very strong, do you get a lot of lift and carry requests?
Yes, a lot.
And do you do them?
I avoid most of them.
You avoid most of them. Is it just because of?
Because of my safety.
Yeah.
I'm completely aware about my limitations. I can do this. I am strong enough for doing that. But I see so many people having really bad problems for doing this so much and so in so many ways that they are just retired in
their
40s.
They're broken.
Yeah. So for a fee, for a 1 hour fee, no,
You think more longevity.
Yes.
You're thinking, okay, I want to survive for the long haul.
And also, I see myself as a queen. So you should lift and carry me. Not me. Come on, wake up, guys.
Yeah, that's right. You are a
Right?
queen. That's right. There are a couple men out there that do like to carry the women, though.
Yeah, D-Rock lived and carried me.
Yes.
The challenge was done, and he was great.
That's so funny. I love those. Like, you want to carry me? Sure. Carry me all you want.
Of course.
Is there anything about yourself that you could tell us that would surprise us that we do not know about you yet?
Well, I'm trying to bring, Tantra massage?
Yes.
I'm trying to create a different kind of Tantra in this wrestling scene.
Okay.
It's because we have the dark Tantra, for example.
Mm-hmm.
It's BDSM, domination, fetish with Tantra. So I'm bringing some elements of Tantra to the scene of wrestling.
So, Tantra massage?
Yes, like a Tantra elements to the session of wrestling.
So, are you massaging them while you beat them up? Like, how do you...
We have the
I'm just
Nuru.
curious.
Yes, I know, it's curious. And even I'm giving workshops of this in Brazil. When you were, for example, I had with Hans van der Kiel, we did a clip of oil wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
But what was very smooth, not like just
Rough.
really wrestling. And of course, doing scissors and the strength was, we are trying to dominate each other there. This is a kind of Nuru massage.
What did you call it? Like a sensual wrestling?
Like a sensual wrestling, but then you put some elements of Tantra with Nuru. Nuru is the slippery and oil massage and the sensual. And you have this connection, but without that, I will kick your ass, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not like that. It's really a very intense experience that can bring your fantasy come true, but also at the same time you feel all the senses. It's very good for both.
So it seems like it's almost like less physical and more inner.
Inner, yes, but through the physical.
But through the physical.
So this is a new thing about Natasha.
I love it. I'm very curious about it.
Yeah, and it's very good for both.
So you call it Tantra wrestling?
Yeah, I didn't name it yet, but I say just like, I was just offering like Tantra Nuru massage after the session.
After the session.
After the session, because I want to show the guys how we can have really...
We should do a video of it one day.
Yes.
Sell the video on your store, on Session Girls. On the Session Girls Clip store.
Yeah, of course, I just sell my video, guys, on Session Girls, okay?
But do a demonstration video.
Yes, I will.
You know what I mean? And sell it. And see what the guys, because I'm sure many men, I'm curious as a woman, so I'm sure many men would be curious about it too, like how you incorporate that and add that as a service to what you do. And I think that's great, because I think it shows us strength, but yet sensuality and softness. It's kind of like everything kind of all wrapped in one.
Yes, that's the idea.
Yeah, that's cool.
And it works, I can tell you. Works very well.
Awesome.
The guys are very happy after.
So during a session when you're wrestling and they're coming after you, what's your go-to hold? What hold do you go to on a guy first? The headlock?
I try to use my weight to put them down, on the floor, and then I use my weight to
demolish them.
Bulldoze them. Demolition girl. And use my giant, face seating and my butt and my legs and all my,
Right, all your assets.
Yes, all my assets.
That's so cool. So the headlock and then your weight. Yes. Yeah, headlock is mine too. I love the headlock. What do you enjoy the most about, is it more the psychological end of it is just being like, hey, I'm a woman and I'm kicking your butt right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is so psychological, right?
Yeah, it is.
And of course, this makes me sure. Each session, I get more sure about how power a woman can be, how much power we all have, and not only physical. Of course, physical. Some techniques help a lot, but to feel really like a goddess, you know, a queen. So it makes me feel really good.
Empowered.
Empowered, yes.
Yeah.
Empowered.
Yes, absolutely. I agree with you. So we're in Burbank right now. You just arrived this morning,
Yes.
right? And where are your travels going to? Where are you going to next?
Phoenix tomorrow, and then I will go to New York, and then Miami, and back to Brazil again.
And back to Brazil. Okay. So there you guys got it. So anybody in Phoenix, anybody in New York, and anyone in Miami, here's Natasha Leonna. You should book with her. And as far as where can they find you other than Session Girls? Are you on other platforms where people can...
Only Session Girls.
Well, are you not on WB270?
Yes, I am, but you know, most of guys find me only on your page. I have just two, okay, but mainly Session Girls. And because there I can show more pictures, the videos, the reviews.
Yeah.
So the communication works so much better. And
How about your social media? Are you on Twitter and Instagram? Well, that's all
Instagram
listed.
only.
That's all listed on your Session Girls profile.
Yes, go there. You have
Yes,
all.
all of it. Yes. So, well, thank you for taking the time to do this interview. It's like I said, it's been a long time since I've done one. I was supposed to do one with Feisty and Mia Annabella, and somehow they fell through the cracks. So when I saw that you were coming here, I'm like, I'm emailing her right now.
Oh, I thank you so much.
Yeah, no, thank you.
This is a huge opportunity. I feel so flattered. And I want to tell to the guys from Europe that even that I had this bad experience in Paris, I love Paris, okay? And I love all Europe and especially America. And you, I love you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for all you're doing for all of us.
Yes.
You are making the difference in our lives, right, girls?
Well, thank you, and thank you for watching, and you guys have a wonderful night. Mwah.